took up speed. It's actually worked wonders for me. So that I watched the entire general surgery video series with the MCQs. I just went through them. The material was more than enough. I went through a lot of the videos. I solved a lot of questions. If you're really interested in neurosurgery, then Speed is the app to go to.
I bring in all the wishes and greetings on behalf of all the faculty members from Speed Medical Institute to Dr. Prithviraj Mukhopadhyay for scoring a topmost rank of AML rank 12 in MCH Neurosurgery as a Super Speciality in INISS session, April 2024. Congratulations to you, Doctor.
Thank you so much, sir.
Doctor, can we know a brief background from where you started till date, what all you have done?
Yes, sir. I am Dr. Prithviraj Mukhopadhyay. I am from Mumbai. I did my MBBS from KJ Somaya Medical College in Mumbai, and then did my MS in General Surgery from Government Medical College and Civil Hospital, Surat. I finished my MS in July, after which I came back to Mumbai and then joined a private hospital and have been practicing as a registrar there for the past 6 months or so. Actually, what I would say is first of all, I'm very, very happy with the result because a little bit of it was unexpected. And for the winter, I had appeared for the November session as well in 2023, and I had actually not even qualified. So I then took up speed, I think in January, and I started studying along with my work from February, to be very honest. And I'm really very thankful, and I think it's actually worked wonders for me. So thank you so much to the entire faculty. Yes.
What I want to listen from you is why. That is great. Thank you very much, Doctor, for the great feedback, and the faculty will be amazingly happy. And I want to know why MCH Neurosurgery?
Actually, I have a lot of colleagues as well who say that they want to do neurosurgery because it's a passion. I believe that you can't have a passion for something you don't have experience in. So when I joined as a resident, we were the 2020 batch of MS. So we had joined during the peak of COVID, the
COVID
first,
batch.
second, yeah. So initially we only had emergency surgeries, and a lot of our emergency was head trauma. So I remember in my second or third month as a first year, I assisted my senior in evacuating an extradural hematoma. A young boy, 24-year-old, and an admission patient was, drowsy, not obeying commands. Mother and father were crying, and then 2 days after surgery, discharged the
Amazing
patient.
results.
I discharged the patient 2 days later, and he walked home, and that was something actually which made an impression, and it was an everlasting impression. Again, I wouldn't say that I absolutely love neurosurgery at the expense of the other subspecialties. I love surgery as a whole, and I actually, honestly speaking, would actually miss a lot of it when I do indeed start neurosurgery. But this was something which made sort of a permanent impression, and I wanted to do this for a living. That really stuck in my head. So that's what kind of propelled me towards neurosurgery.
Very nice. Now, you just finalized you want to do MCH Neurosurgery. Then,
Yes, sir.
then how did you plan to prepare and what did you do? How much of time you could give for this and to work towards and getting in this rank?
So, sir, after I finished my MS in July, I took a little bit of time off. I didn't immediately join. I came back to Mumbai, spent a little time with family, and then I appeared for both NEET SS in 2023 and INISS without a lot of preparation. I relied on most of my MS, and I didn't qualify in either. So that actually was sort of an eye opener, and I was actually very down. I was very sad, and then I wanted to do neurosurgery. I knew that for a fact. So as I said, I joined Speed. I took a subscription in the month of January. And while I joined my work also towards the end of December. So simultaneously, honestly speaking, with after work, I devoted 2.5 hours, 3 hours a day. And I went through the videos, I went through the notes, I wrote down stuff which I took some time to understand because preparing for INISS, the requirement of dedication to the particular super specialty is in detail. So, and sir, I watched the entire general surgery video series with the MCQs. I just went through them at one point. Yes, I just went through them at 1.5 times speed. And for 2.5 months, I did this. I did 2.5 to 3 hours, sometimes on Sundays when I was free, maybe 6 to 7 hours. But otherwise, on weekdays, majority of the time, 2.5 to 3 hours every day, I used to dedicate every single day. And that I think was good enough. Of course, anybody prepared to put in more effort will obviously get better results, but this worked for me. this was the pattern of study which worked for me.
Great. I mean, I could just see what would have gone through, how would you have done it, and you have beautifully crafted it and sailed it to a comfortable rank. Now, every day, you mean, is it a full-time preparation, or I mean, are you working and preparing simultaneously?
No, so I was working and preparing simultaneously. I had considered
Of course,
only
you said.
dedicating time to study and take it off. But I didn't really want to lose touch, because a year off from operating on a regular basis and then not doing anything, sitting at home,
Difficult.
I found it a little bit difficult.
And
So in
depressing also.
fact, I will, yeah, I would actually have a lot of, I'm very grateful to my father for this. He was of the opinion that, you should work. You're a surgeon. You work and you study. It is always good to be ambitious, and you should work towards your ambition and goal, but not at the expense of doing something you're already qualified to do.
Correct.
So I did it simultaneously. And as I said, 2.5 to 3 hours was what I could dedicate without sacrificing a lot of my sleep, without sacrificing time with my family. And I think that was good enough. The material was more than enough. I went through a lot of the videos. I solved a lot of questions, and I learned a lot of stuff. More importantly, I learned so many things which I didn't know before.
Then how, I mean, I want to ask you, I mean, how did you come into speed actually?
Actually, I have a senior for that to thank. When I was a first year resident, and after this particular incident, when I had first assisted a EDH evacuation, the senior I assisted it with, he told me that if you're really interested in neurosurgery, then Speed is the app to go to. So yeah, I had this at the back of my head for the next 2 years of my MS. And of course, in MS, we had no time to study
Mm.
apart from the last 3 months. So after I cleared MS, and I remembered that Speed. This was something which was suggested to me by my senior. So I went through it. I went through the website as well, and then downloaded the app. And I had a lot of help from a lot of people I tried to contact. They when I saw it on WhatsApp. They guided me as to how to go about it. I had a few doubts. How do I manage general surgery with so super specialty surgery? But everything was clear, and I think the result itself is
Speaking for it.
speaks enough. Yes,
Okay. How many questions did you attend this exam, doctor?
I attempted 70 out of 80. And even in the tests I appeared before that, I made it a point I did not attempt anything more than 65, 70. Honestly, but that's a strategy I actually followed for NEET PG as well. I remember people used to say should attempt as many as possible. I thought I would rather be more accurate than attempt a lot of them numerically, because I'm not very lucky when it comes to getting 50-50 right. So I don't bank a lot on my luck.
Okay. Now, how did you handle your interview?
Interview, sir. Actually, I was not aware of how an interview occurs. I used to think, and I had a senior as well who currently is in JIPMER. So he had also gone through the interview. So he told me sometimes they ask OSCE based questions. They may ask you about your experience and then question regarding you. So I was not really prepared. But I went through the mock interview session carried out by Speed, where I saw the sort of pattern of questioning which was there. And during the interview, it's honestly speaking, it's just about being honest, number one, as to what you know, what you don't know. At the end of the day, we are just MS graduates. They know that. So, and truthfully answering whatever you can. I mean, I didn't do anything special. And honestly, because of the interview, actually, the AML I achieved was because of a good interview. I'm actually lower down in my CML, but the interview I got, I think around 16 on 20. So that actually elevated my rank by, to what I have right now.
Sir, your advice for aspiring students for MCH and MCH Neurosurgery?
Number one, it is okay if you're not incredibly gifted or intelligent, because I am an extremely average student. But be ambitious and be prepared to work towards what you want, is exactly what I would say, because that's what I did. I'm just an average student with an ambition, with a goal that I do want to do this, and I tried and put in as much effort as I could with my work going on. Nothing special, sir. It actually I had a lot of help from family and from the entire faculty of Speed. I can't actually express how grateful I am, because 2.5 months, people don't believe me when I say I actually studied for 2.5 months, three, 4 hours a day. But that's exactly what I did, and it was incredibly helpful. It actually covers everything. It is concise. It is manageable. It is not over the top where you can't cover the entire syllabus. Everything is manageable. So I think, sir, that is good enough, and anybody can do it. Honestly, if I can do it, anybody can.
Great, doctor. Time to thank whom all you want to thank. You can use this platform. It will reach everybody almost in the same sector who helped your career to grow to this extent and to where you are today. You can do so.
Sir, I'm incredibly thankful, of course, to my parents and a very few select group of friends who, always guided me through. There are a lot of people who said neurosurgery is very difficult, don't bother, try something else. But it's something I want to do. At the end of the day, you have to love what we do. So, and of course, all my teachers, my HOD was incredibly supportive when I told him in my MS that I want to pursue neurosurgery. He was very, very, very supportive of my choice. And of course, as I said, I really can't be more thankful to Speed than I already am. It actually changed my life. Thank you so much.
Thank you, doctor. Great words. One thing I want to tell you, I have not told you so far. I mean, anybody also. See, what we always have felt in the faculty team and the faculty members, what we want to do is, we should give an appropriate content for that exam so that the student can 100% rely on that. And so that, because he's putting his time, of course, his financial resources, payment, that is one part. But time is very, very important. And when he is going to invest his time and the trust on this, and that resource and the content should take him to a place where he wanted. So that's what is we think as in the bottom of the heart, and that it is the responsibility as a teacher that we should dig the worm deep into the subcutaneous tissue so that not even a single word the examiner should win over us. When we write the MCQ also, the examiner should not ask more than that. That's what we have in our mind when we write it and when we take the class also.
Yes, and I can speak from experience that that's exactly what it is. That is exactly what it is. You can comfortably, reliably just go through the videos and study the material from Speed, and they'll do fine. That's more than enough.
So that is the internal agenda for us. I mean, we have not spoken it out, but that is our internal agenda.
Yes.
That examiner should not win over our student. That means he cannot ask anything more than that. That's how it has to be a philosophy.
Yes, sir.
And it should not be a static app. It should not be just we do once and we just keep quiet with that. No.
Yeah.
We should read. The faculty should prepare more than the student. He should know more content and the more stuff than the student, and it should be updated. So these are some internal principles. But anyway, but what we are happy today is this, especially this INISS. I'm seeing for past 5 years or 6 years of our SS journey. This INISS has done a rampage. I mean, I could see the results. Probably you would have also seen in the social media.
Yes.
They have just squeezed and crushed anything. I mean, the kind of the students who were there with us, and what they wanted, they have got it. So we are also very happy in that aspect.
It truly works wonders, sir. Again, thank you. Really, thanks a lot. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much.
And we once again, we wish you all the very best and all the success for a great career. Wholehearted wishes for the entire team, not only me and also the entire team, to you for a great career ahead in your neurosurgery profession, a neurosurgeon in the making, and truly a legendary life that you're going to lead in as a part of a neurosurgeon. Wish you all the best and all the success.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you.